So, Liz, where exactly are you? Are you at the aquarium or do you just have a really cool house?
Oh, I wish I could say that this was my house. No, this is the aquarium. We are in Soundside Hall, which is the space that we have available for rentals. And you can get married here, you can have meetings here, you can have receptions here. And it's really a fun space with a fireplace and all sorts of gorgeous fish. Plus it has a view of the marsh and outside access. So it's a great space to be.
It's gorgeous.
What is the capacity in there? Do you know off the top of your head? I'm putting you on the spot.
The capacity in here, I would have to check. I would guess about 150 perhaps.
Wow.
And we have a beautiful catering kitchen and have all of the supplies that you might need, round tables and tablecloths. And we run a plastic-free facility. So we have real china and real silverware and real tablecloths. So it works out really well.
That's so neat. That's really neat. Awesome. I didn't know all that about it. I knew you guys had an event space, but I didn't know it looked as cool as it does behind you.
Come on over and visit.
I'm coming, Liz. I'm coming.
Sounds good.
So Mary Cheatham, y'all, good morning. We just rolled right into it.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
I'd love, Mary Cheatham, if you could introduce our guest. I'm so excited that she's here with us this morning.
We are so excited. So y'all, we have the director of the aquarium in Pine Knoll Shores here with us today. Her name is Liz Baird. And Liz has come on board in Carteret County. She actually came on board during COVID, which Liz, I can't imagine. I mean, what a time to move here and to step into this new role. And now I'm sure that things are turning around and you're having a ball as far as being able to interact with folks and get out in the community and really step into your role to its fullest potential. But we're so thrilled to have Liz here. We were so lucky that we were able to meet Liz at the Carteret Curated event last week because the aquarium won an award, of course. And so we're just thrilled that Liz is here with us this morning and able to talk to us about what is special that's happening at the aquarium right now and some changes in protocol now that we're in the heat of summer and folks are wanting to escape to the cool, wonderful aquarium. So thank you for being here, Liz. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. It really is a treat. And it was such an honor to be recognized in Carteret Curated. And that was such a surprise. And we're thrilled that the community loves us.
That's awesome.
That's exactly right. I was gonna say, that's all the community. That's so great. That's true love right there, Liz. That's true love. Well, tell us a little bit about kind of how you ended up in Pine Knoll Shores. How did you end up stepping into this role as the director?
I won't start way back at the beginning, but I will give a little snippet that as a child, I grew up camping right down the road at Salter Path Family Campground a long time ago. So this area, Carteret County, has been a special place in my heart forever. And as an employee at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences in downtown Raleigh, I maintained a strong connection and collaboration with the aquariums. We're all part of the same department. And when the opportunity to join the staff arose, I thought, I want to put my name in the hat and see if I can bring some of my skills and abilities to the aquarium here and to come to a place that I just hold so dear in my heart. I didn't start during the pandemic. I started right before the pandemic. And ironically, very first day was a hurricane. So the day I arrived, the aquarium was closed. There were practically no staff on site. And one of my first jobs was helping bail water out of the kayaks as we recovered from that hurricane. So I feel like I got immersed in dealing with some of the interesting things that happened in the aquarium from day one.
That's right. And the interesting things that happen in Carteret County. So from day one, you were a Carterican. You came from Raleigh and you got right in here with a little weather event.
Puerto Rican. Oh my God.
That's exactly right. That's right, Liz. That's right. That's good. That's good. Well, so tell us kind of, if folks haven't visited the aquarium in a while, what are some things that you want to make sure that they're aware of and have on their radar?
Well, the first thing is that we've changed our ticketing process. And now we hope that most people will purchase tickets online before they arrive. And we hope that because we have limited capacity, we're trying to keep everybody safe, make sure folks have a fabulous experience. And one of the ways that we can do that is make sure that we don't get too crowded. So you can purchase tickets online through our website, or if you're a member, you can reserve your free tickets so that you can join us. If we have space and people show up at the door, we can sell tickets at the window still, but we are still trying to provide the very best experience and letting people see the amazing aquarium. We do have lots of cool things that we've worked on and are excited to have guests back on site. It was lonely last summer when nobody was here.
Just y'all and the fish.
That's right.
Liz, Mary Cheatham, I'm sure you're about to ask the same question. I'd love to know a little bit more about that membership program that you guys have and how that works.
Oh, thanks. Yes, the Aquarium Society is the nonprofit arm that supports the aquarium division. And we are a part of the whole division includes 3 aquariums. We cover the coast and Jeanette's Pier. And your card will give you free access to all of the aquariums and the pier. So it's a great investment. It also means that you can come back and see us time and time again. So I've been a member of the aquariums before I even started working here, just to take advantage of that program.
And Liz, do you know off the top of your head what the cost is associated with joining and becoming a member?
I should, but I really don't.
Sure,
I know I just renewed, but I don't remember.
And I remember that it's tiered. I remember that it's a tiered membership structure. There's all different types of memberships you can get. So we'll pop up the most popular ones underneath. We'll make sure that we post that in the comments. So that
we'll find the website link. That's perfect.
And Liz, yeah. And another thing that's important is that I know that when you're talking about the structured entrance in terms of buying your tickets for a certain time, y'all, this is so important. You book. So if you book for a 9 a.m. ticket, you can arrive between 9 and 9:30. Correct me if I'm wrong, Liz. So it goes in 30-minute waves. So, the reason to buy them online really is so that you get there and you're not disappointed that they can't accommodate your whole crowd. And I love the concept of it not being quite so crowded and being able to really enjoy your walk through there.
Just walking through, I see the difference, and I can see that we have people moving through with their families, being able to stop and enjoy every exhibit, every habitat, to engage with each other and not feel that prep. And I do want to point out something we were talking about previously is that once you arrive, you can stay as long as you like. So it's not a limited experience, unlike, some places where it's you come in and you have to leave. We hope that folks will come and explore the nature trail, get outside and see the eagles, go on the marsh walk, and really, enjoy their immersion experience at the aquarium.
That's my favorite part of the aquarium is that marsh walk. It's really cool.
I know. I was just, Liz, I know I mentioned to you that my son was just there with my father this week. And on Monday, we've got some guests coming in town, and we've got, my kids are taking those kids out there. My son loves to be a guide. He's an aquarium guide. He's an unofficial aquarium guide.
Can I reserve Walter as my aquarium guide? I would love for him to take me through the aquarium.
He totally would.
Perfect. Yes. I'll have my people talk to his people.
Oh my gosh, he loves it. Well, Meg, will you please ask Liz some of our rapid fire questions? I'm so excited about them, especially some of them I'm really dying to know the answer to.
Me too. So Liz, we're curious what your favorite exhibit is at the aquarium.
Oh, it's so hard to choose a favorite. It's kind of like choosing a favorite child. You never want to admit that you have a favorite. I will say that right now I'm biased towards the otters a little bit because I love to walk past them in the morning. So when I arrive, I come in through the back door and I can walk past them, and they're so curious because I'm one of the first people they see in the morning. So that's really a great way to start my day and set the stage for a fabulous
cool. Yeah.
But I will say that I love the big our big ocean habitat, because you can see people's faces as they watch the sharks and the fish swim by and get a sense of what the undersea is like. But another favorite is the fact that we have fish that we have raised ourselves, from eggs to fish that are on exhibit. And we recently have set up 2 habitats that have nothing but fish that have been raised right here. And so that's a fun sort of proud mama place for me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Really neat. And I'm sorry, I know this is supposed to be rapid, but I also want to point out to you folks that have little ones, there is a new space at the aquarium that is geared totally towards little ones with the soft, squishy floor. It's interactive. I know you get to look, see if you can find Nemo in there. Just a really great, a really great option for anybody with littles. Yeah. Yeah.
And a great photo op with your littles. I mean, the pictures of the kids climbing on the play structures is just adorable.
That's awesome. Now, Liz, what's something about the aquarium that you wish people knew? So maybe a hidden secret or something like that.
Well, this isn't really a hidden secret because we're very proud of it, but we're a member of AZA, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and that means that we meet the highest standard for animal care, visitor experience, everything that you can think of as an aquarium. Not every zoo and aquarium, in fact, most zoos and aquariums are not accredited. And so when you come to our aquarium, you're seeing the very professional level exhibits, animals, education, and it is something that people don't understand, that the state of North Carolina is meeting that level, and it's really something to be proud of for all of us.
Well, how lucky are we to have that right here in Carteret County? And
true.
And speaking of Carteret County, kind of our final rapid fire question, we're curious how you feel being a part of a business or a part of the aquarium here in Carteret County. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like being new in the community and stuff like that? Do you feel proud? What are the thoughts that come to your mind?
I love how collaborative Carteret County is, the fact that we have lots of partners that help us meet our mission, and that we have folks that we can reach out to if we're doing a special event, or if we are trying to work with another organization. The support here in Carteret County is really amazing, and we couldn't do it without the folks here in Carteret County.
Absolutely. I think every person associated with a business here in Carteret County feels that same way. That's awesome.
It really is great.
Yes. Mary Cheatham, go ahead.
Well, the only thing I wanted to ask, I'm sorry, Meg, I know y'all Zoom, it's tricky, because there's a little lag, but Liz, what I want to make sure that I ask you, because I'm curious for myself, as you guys have got these, as you're rolling out a new exhibit or you've got a special event, because those are going to be things, you guys are so great at these events and special things that are holiday related, or, what is the best way for people to keep track of that?
I think the best way for people to keep track of that, of course, is to follow us on our social media channels and then to check out the website. It is also a really big perk if you are a member of the society, because we have a regular series of emails that go out and let you know upcoming events and things that you can be engaged with. You mentioned your son is really interested in a great tour guide. We have programs that people can do here on site, like paddleboarding in the marsh, ecotourism with our education staff, and volunteering. We have a teen volunteer program. So maybe your son will become one of our guides one day.
Mary Cheatham, yes.
There you go.
Get your paper out, write it down. That's
he gets the name tag he's going to be in.
I love it. I can so see that happening.
Yeah.
So Mary Cheatham, will you ask Liz our final question?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you. So Liz, our final question is, what is saving your life right now?
Honest to goodness, the staff, the folks I work with, their resilience, their positive attitude, their determination to make sure that every visitor has a remarkable experience while they're here, their willingness to do whatever it takes. I mean, this is probably too much information, but we recently had all the carpets cleaned. We had to have everybody help move furniture throughout the whole aquarium, and we couldn't have done it if we only assigned that to one person. They kept the aquarium running even when the guests weren't here. We had staff on site taking care of the fish, creating remote learning programs, and really they are the ones who make it possible every day to arrive and smile and enjoy being a part of this amazing place.
I know you've got quite a team. I know you're mighty proud, and understandably so, and they're so lucky to have you, Liz. So welcome. We're so glad you're here. We know it's not exactly a welcome since you've been here for a little while, but now that we're all emerging out into the sunshine, we're mighty glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you at the aquarium.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Liz. Thank you.
Liz, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks.
I did not stop smiling that whole time.
I know, she's so great.
Right? I mean, I could just listen to her talk all the time. When we got to hang out with her for a couple minutes at the People's Choice event, it was, we had just recently met her, and it felt like we had known her for years. So I love being associated with people like that. She's great.
You're exactly right. It's wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
MC, what's saving your life right now?
Well, this is going to stress you out.
Oh,
Are you
God.
ready? I know. I'm going to try. I know. Do you know what I'm going to say?
I'm sweating.
Okay, I know, I'm sweating too. But yesterday we had our team meeting, y'all, and Meg reminded me of the quote from the Velveteen Rabbit.
We're not going to read it.
I'm just going to read this little snippet of it. This was a reading at my wedding. When Chip and I got married, this was one of the readings that our dear friend Molly Tyler read this at our wedding. But it's all about basically being real and being real in your relationships, and just that it's hard, it's hard to be real, and it's hard to be, we talked about, authentic is such kind of a buzzword that's lost its meaning a little bit, but just being real with people, and that, it can be painful, and that it's worth it. So I don't know if y'all remember the Velveteen Rabbit, but when the hobby horse is trying to explain to the little rabbit what it feels like when you become real, that there are these bright and shiny toys that come through and don't last very long, but the toys that really stick around and the relationships that are real. He said, it takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily or have sharp edges or who have to be carefully kept. Generally, by the time you're real, most of your hair has been loved off and your eyes drop out and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly except to people who don't understand.
How did you get through that? I cry.
I cry every time I read it. I know.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. So I just love, that was really good. Meg, that was such a good, we were all talking in our team meeting, and Meg said, it reminds me of that quote. And so we pulled it out and read it. And of course we all cried. But that was really saving my life. So thank you, Meg. That was a moment that you plucked out for us all, and pulled that quote out and dusted it off. And it was so apropos. And I just think that that's such a great reminder, just that being real it is painful, because you feel everything, but it's so worth it. And so I'm just grateful for that moment. Thank you.
As am I. That's going to be the same thing that's saving my life. That was just such a impromptu pep talk that you gave us this morning, and it really saved my life. And I'm going to carry it into the weekend and next week. And I just feel pumped. I really, really enjoyed that. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, well, happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us, and make sure you get your memberships to the aquarium. We'll let you know how to do it.
Yes. Bye, MC.
Okay, bye.